What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sports Rant. Once again, he's Dave.
And he's Dave.
And we here and about to set this off. We had a crazy 2 games for the championship weekend for the NFL. Both went into overtime. But you know what we got to get to first. This NFC Championship game.
Ooh.
Good game.
It was.
Good game. Awesome game.
Yes, it was.
Should have been ended a lot sooner than it did.
No overtime needed.
No overtime was supposed to be needed.
No.
As we know, the world knows by now, the New Orleans Saints got jerked heavy on a non-call that was clearly a call to everyone who had their eyes open.
If they had been jerked any harder, something would have come out.
Exactly. It was insane. It was insane.
Let me ask you something right now. And I know the ones who usually watch us know football. How the hell is that not pass interference?
In any form or fashion, that's pass interference. And you know what I found out today? The dude that did it, I forget his name, the Rams player, he got fined for helmet to helmet. So if you didn't call one, you could have called the other. They were both supposed to get the ball right there in the 5-yard line.
It would have been half the distance, automatic first. Okay? Oh, yeah. Here's more proof. Who's that in the zebra shirt looking right at the play? Who is it?
Someone who got paid, basically. That's what you're saying.
I'm telling you. The simple fact that the NFL issued an apology right after the game tells you something wrong. Now, that wasn't just the only bullshit of the weekend, okay? You had that bullshit hit to the helmet call that went in favor of the Patriots.
Hold on. Before we get to that.
Okay.
I want to just run down some stats or whatever from that game.
We'll hit it.
All right. Jared Goff and Drew Brees threw the same amount of passes. That was crazy to me. That was crazy. And I believe Drew Brees, completed one more. And this is a dude who was completing 70-something% on the season. 75% on the season. And went 26 for 40. Not that good.
No.
But for once, like we were talking about the Rams defense.
Yes.
They were playing pretty well. And once again, my man Adama Kong came to play.
Yes. Now, Ingram and Kamara did their thing. Maybe not all rushing, but they found their lanes.
Well, together, all right, the Rams ran for 77 yards. The Saints ran for 48. Right. But Kamara had 96 yards receiving. He had 100. Yes. He had 11 catches or whatever. He did his thing. You know who didn't do his thing? Michael Thomas. The trash-talking Ohio State guy.
Yes.
I hate Ohio State
guys. And who was playing Michael Thomas all game?
My boy. I told you.
Yes.
I told you.
This is what we said last week.
I told you.
This is what was going to make this different. Now, at the end of the day, blown miss call, absolutely no question about it.
Right.
But Sean Payton,
the
tactician that he's supposed to be, doesn't run the ball. Very first play, you pass it.
Fell in love with the pass. That's what they do. Now.
Does that not remind you of Pete Carroll in the Super Bowl against the Patriots?
Basically.
All you had to do was run it. You get another ring. Nope. You pass it. Intercept in the end zone. Patriots lift another trophy.
One last thing about this game. Brandon Cooks is taking his revenge tour.
Yes, he is.
He went back to the Saints and, got 107 yards.
Look,
kudos to you.
Cooks can ball. Okay.
Let's get to the AFC Championship game. Go ahead. What was your complaint with this game?
First of all, before I get to the complaint, that was a hell of a game.
Hell of a game.
Mahomes still showing why he is the future of this league. Okay? In another head-to-head with the Patriots and Tom Brady, did his thing.
3 touchdowns.
Okay? 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Balled in the fourth quarter.
Oh my God. Yeah. Ridiculous. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to put this all on the refs. Again, although there was a bullshit hit to the helmet that favored the Patriots, You didn't see the helmet move. Brady didn't even flinch.
It was bullshit.
It was bullshit.
But that was the only one.
That was the only one. That was the only blemish, okay?
You hear these,
but at the end of the day, Andy Reid, you act like you know this. You act like you don't know who the fuck is on the other side of that field. That's Bill Belichick. That's Tom Brady at quarterback. Guess what they love to do in the last 2 minutes of the game?
Go down and score, baby. They do it all the time.
How?
What did we say last week about Andy Reid? He was going to lose this game with clock management or doing something stupid. And that's exactly what happened.
That's what they did. And, of course, the big Achilles heel for Casey all year was the defense. Defense couldn't stop jack shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like covering a leak in a Hoover Dam with a fucking sponge.
People can get mad at the D Ford offsides, and he was clearly offsides.
He was in the neutral zone.
Clearly, but at the end of the day, you got to stop them. They got 70-something yards and put the ball in the end zone.
Had him 3rd and 10 on like 3 different occasions.
Yeah, come on, man. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. Football's a team game, and the defense didn't get it.
Which is why they already fired the defensive coordinator, hired Steve Spagnuolo.
Now, do you know who did get it done in that game? And I got to give him his props because I wanted him to be the best receiver that came out with this class, which was a ridiculous wide receiver class. Odell Beckham was in this class. What's the dude who's on Cleveland now?
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry was on this. My man, Sammy Watkins.
Yep.
Sammy Watkins came through for $114. Go ahead, Sammy.
Former Ram.
Yeah. And for the Patriots, Sony Michel did his thing like he's been doing all season. I told you he was better than Bradley Chubb.
Underrated running back in this league. Most underrated running back in this league right now.
As a rookie.
Yes.
He's going to get busy. He's what the Patriots want, man. And the person who stood out the most to me was Kyle Van Noy. He was a man possessed out there. He was going in. He was going in.
And of course, Julian Edelman was at it again.
Of course. That's the best playoff wide receiver in history, probably.
Maybe, when everything is said and done.
When everything's said and done. I mean, it's the system, but he kills the system.
Yes. You know and you know what? We're going to get into that. Unless there's some more stats you want to throw at it. No.
Let's get into the get down, baby.
So,
let's go.
We're going to save our review or preview of the Super Bowl for next week because obviously bye week, they just got the Pro Bowl.
Right.
Okay. So, we decided to do a new segment, NFL, GOAT or no GOAT. Now, we may agree on some of these, we may not. Now, not necessarily everyone that we mentioned are we saying was not a good player or even a stellar player. But the argument here is, are they one of the greatest of all time?
Right. Well, I mean, everybody we name is going to be one of the greatest of all time. But it's like we're naming ones, right? Who we think are the greatest.
I'm naming them who I think are greatest.
Right, exactly.
Okay?
All right. And not to say other people don't belong on the list because they, we naming great players.
And it all depends on your point of view, what area you're coming from. I got a few years here on DW, so I've been watching football since the 80s.
For a long time.
So I'm probably going to name some names that he may not be aware of or he may not have watched. So
yeah. That's the one thing. I'm not going to name anybody I didn't watch really.
Yeah.
Unless it's one person, and we'll discuss that later.
We'll discuss that. It's going to be one of the first few of them here.
All right. So here we go. All right.
Quarterbacks.
Who's on your list?
I got Tom Brady and Joe Montana.
Okay.
Look, Brady is not done yet. He may hang them up after they win another Super Bowl because, quite frankly, they may just win again. I personally think if they do win, he and Belichick should ride out in the sunset together. But that's a whole nother story. This is the 9th Super Bowl appearance for Tom Brady with the same team. If he has 6 rings on his fingers when everything is said and done, you can't argue anything against that. You can't argue his playoff record. He gets it done. Time and time again.
He gets it done.
I got Joe Montana because Joe Montana, undefeated in the Super Bowl, all in the 80s, and did it in a way that had never been done before. Hasn't been matched since. Okay? And before anybody who's watching, well, Terry Bradshaw's undefeated too. Bradshaw couldn't sniff Joe Montana's dick. Okay? Sorry, not in the same class. Bradshaw benefited from a stellar Pittsburgh defense and some decent running games, okay? To me, Brady, Montana. Those are my GOATs at QB.
All right. My list is a little more, further, a little more expansive than yours.
Ooh.
All right. I have those two, Joe and Tom.
Okay.
I also have my man Drew Brees. And I have my favorite, my GOAT, my boy, Rubberneck, Peyton Manning.
Peyton.
All right. Now, Drew Brees, career completion percentage of 67.9.
Yeah.
Passer rating of 92.5. Both ridiculous. All right. You like to point out Peyton Manning's playoff record of 12-13.
Horrible playoff record.
All right. Now let's.
He got beat by Chad Pennington and the New York Jets.
Right. And okay.
Look,
didn't Mark Sanchez beat Tom Brady?
Yes, he did.
Okay, but beat Tom Brady.
Beat Tom Brady. That's true. All right, touche.
All right, now we're gonna break this down real quick. All right, booyah. I'm gonna play. I named the person. You named the coach.
Ooh,
Joe Montana,
Bill Walsh,
Tom Brady,
Bill Belichick,
Drew Brees.
Oh, shit. That was
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton. Thank you. I just fucking said it.
Peyton Manning.
Oh, see, the one he won with was Tony Dungy.
How many head coaches has a man Peyton Manning had?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'd have to say it's got to be 4.
That'd be 4 or 5.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because before Dungy, he had that loser
playoffs.
Whatever his name is. I can't even think of his fucking name right now. Morrison, right? Morrison?
I forget.
Anyway, he had him. He had John Fox for a while in Denver, wasn't it?
Yeah, John Fox.
Okay, and then
it was like, and then he had
Del Rio,
the black guy, Caldwell. Is that his name?
No. Caldwell came after Del Rio.
No, I'm talking about when he was in Indianapolis.
Yeah. You're right. He's 5 coaches. You're right.
Okay, so he doesn't have the luxury of having this one system.
Mm-hmm.
He's great in every system. Dudes who play with Peyton Manning get the best years of their life. What have you heard from what's his name? What's the guy from Denver? The wide receiver who got traded to the Houston Texans.
Damn. I know who you mean.
Yeah. But do you guys know who I mean?
Yes.
Have you heard about him after Peyton left?
Nope.
No, you haven't. Peyton record ain't great in the playoffs. I understand all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what.
Thomas.
There you go. Demarius. Okay? Demarius Thomas. You haven't heard of him since Peyton left.
Nope.
I'll tell you this. Another thing, too, about Peyton Manning, my guy. All right? I was there. I watched the game where my man Philip Daniels tried to tear his fucking head off his shoulders.
Yeah.
He came back and threw 3 touchdowns against us with no neck after that. He ain't have no neck. Philip Daniels, his arm is as big as me and Dave put together. The dude does heavy man competitions. He tried to kill that man.
Yes, he did.
He tried to kill that man. And what does he do? He won championships after that. I'll tell you another thing about my boy Peyton Manning. When he got hurt, the Indianapolis Colts had the first pick in the draft.
Yes.
When Tom Brady got hurt, Matt Castle went 11-5.
Very true.
In the same system, with the same head coach.
Yes.
So, yes, Tom Brady has all the accolades in the world. I gotta give it to him. But if you put Peyton Manning on the New England Patriots for all this time, he'd have 100. It would be no Super Bowls that Peyton Manning wasn't in. And that's my argument for my boy Peyton.
I'm gonna give you that. You know what?
And he's a funny fuck.
Yes, he is.
Saturday Night Live,
oh
best skits in the world, baby. Let's go, Peyton. You do take steroids though.
Never prove it.
That's an improvement. Go ahead.
All right, running backs.
Woo.
Who you got?
All right. I narrowed my list down to 3.
Ooh, 3.
And let me tell you who's not on it. First, okay? I don't have Jim Brown on it. I've never seen Jim Brown play.
Ooh.
Okay? Now, if you tell me Jim Brown the best running back ever, I can't really blame you. I don't know. I've never seen Jim Brown play.
I've never seen him, but he on my list.
I've never seen O.J. Simpson play. Yes, the juice. All right?
We've seen him run, though.
Yeah, I've seen him run. I've seen him run.
In them damn Avis commercials.
Yes, I've seen it. Did you put Coke in this?
What, in that?
Yeah.
No.
All right. All right.
By the way,
I've never
sponsor today is
Henny.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I have on my list Barry Sanders, who's my personal GOAT. LaDainian Tomlinson, and Marshall Faulk. Those are my 3 that I got on there.
All right.
Emmitt Smith is not on there. He played behind everybody who was 500 pounds.
Sacrilege.
Yeah, sacrilege.
Okay.
He's a cowboy.
You know what? He's on my list. I'm gonna tell you. I got 3 on my list. All right. I got Jim Brown.
Okay.
And I did not see him play either. But a man who averages 5 yards per carry over his entire football career
is a serious dude.
That's a serious dude. In a time where motherfuckers hit you in the face and no one threw a goddamn flag. Not to mention,
right? He's black.
Exactly. In an era where shit happened. Okay?
Shit got great.
Yeah. So
can I say one thing about Jim Brown?
Yes.
It's like he was the best athlete playing amongst a bunch of non-athletes, though.
You
see what I'm saying? It's not his fault. So I don't know how nice he would be. He is. You know, it's like a grown man playing against children.
Anyone in the scientific community, let's get a sample of Jim Brown's cells. Let's clone them and throw them in the game today. We answer the question. Yeah. Obviously, that's bullshit, but fuck it. I'm having fun. I got Emmitt Smith, and I'm a Giant fan, but Emmitt Smith was the man. Okay, Emmitt Smith was as close to Barry Sanders as you were gonna get in that same era. Now, unfortunately, Barry decided to hang it up early. I gotta give it to him. He didn't want a future of injuries, not being able to walk. I get it. Plus, he was on the shitty Detroit Lions. So I probably would have retired early too.
You ever heard Barry Sanders talk? He could speak in complete sentences.
Yes, he can.
Good for you, Barry. Get the fuck about it.
And he can walk without issue.
Exactly.
And then third person on my list, Marcus Allen of the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, this is a man who, for some reason, age did not catch up to him in his 30s. Okay, in KC, he had probably one of the best twilights any pro athlete could have at that position.
That's a good one.
And even considering it was a Marty Schottenheimer team that never got past an AFC Championship game, guess what? He still did his thing.
He did his thing.
I gotta respect it.
Yeah. Marcus Allen, also a lover of O.J. Simpson's wife.
Ooh. Yeah, I got a drink.
Cheers to him.
We're gonna leave it at
No.
that.
I have an honorable mention. Now, this guy will never be on anybody's best.
Let's hear it.
My man Curtis Martin. I rock with Curtis. He's the only Jets player who I have his jersey. Somebody wanted to trade me a Jets. I forgot what jersey it was, and I told them to eat several dicks. I said, "This is my dude, son. I rock with him."
I'm gonna say, you know what, Curtis Martin was nice. I don't know if I put him in the GOAT, but that's,
I can't say he's a GOAT.
That's a good honorable mention.
But I fucks with him.
Yeah, you know who? I don't know if this is before you, because again, like you said, you really didn't start watching football until the early '90s. Right. But to me, he is a person to me that benefited from the system he was in, and it was short-lived. Thurman Thomas of the Buffalo Bills.
Thurman Thomas, yeah.
Okay? He's a Hall of Famer, but to me, he was never a great. Okay? It's like Jerome Bettis was never a great. The Bus from Pittsburgh. Okay, you ran over some fuckers. Yeah, but it was too short-lived. It wasn't a career that had longevity. Not to me, you know?
Well, it had long... not Thurman Thomas didn't have longevity.
No.
The Bus did. The Bus had plenty of longevity. That's why he got all those numbers.
Yeah, but he was a bust because he was a fat motherfucker too.
He was big fat.
Sorry, I mean, good guy, but
Hell on wheels in Tecmo Bowl.
Hell on wheels. Oh my God.
Hell on wheels. You could not tackle him.
You couldn't tackle Bo Jackson either.
Couldn't tackle Bo Jackson. He should be up there, but
the injuries,
short-lived career.
Unfortunately.
Also, Thurman Thomas played in front of Barry Sanders at Oklahoma State. Could you imagine that shit? To have one of them and then another one back to back? Crazy.
Yes. Seems to be what Alabama does these days with their running backs.
Pretty much, but their running backs are trash.
Yeah.
All right. So wide receivers. All right. I think this could be pretty much the fastest segment we go through.
Unanimous.
Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver ever.
He is the San Francisco tree. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's ridiculous.
There was no one better.
Every other record he got, he's insane.
This is the man who tore his ACL in week 1 of, I think, the 92 or 93 season, and the motherfucker came back to finish the year. They weren't even in the playoffs. But that's how quick he healed. That's how fucking much of a machine he was. Yeah, and he was already in his 30s at that point.
Running a 4.6 at the combine, but nobody can catch him from behind.
Man went to the Oakland Raiders, helped them reach the Super Bowl when he was over 40.
Yeah, him and Tim Brown, who's my honorable
Tim Brown honorable mention. Yes.
Number 2.
Yes.
Number 2, I got my man Randy. I think he probably is the best one, skill wise.
Randy Moss is probably one of the most underrated receivers. I don't know if I'll put him up there as a GOAT or even a runner up. I'll tell you who should be nowhere in the running in this conversation. Terrell Owens. Yeah. T.O. eat a bag of dicks. Okay?
Mr. Drop the ball.
Mr. Drop the ball. Yeah. Okay? Mr. I'm a showboat like I'm Deion Sanders. He's another one that I'm going to get on later. But guess what? T.O., you wore out your welcome in San Francisco when you had a good thing running. You wore out your welcome in Philly. You couldn't cut it in Cincinnati. You couldn't cut it in Buffalo. You couldn't cut it in the CFL.
But it's everybody else's fault but yours.
Exactly.
You're a jackass.
Anyway,
right. Wait. So behind Jerry Rice, I had Randy Moss as my one of my favorites.
Okay.
Calvin Johnson, who was unbelievable.
Yes, he was.
I've seen Calvin Johnson. I've seen Megatron horse 3 dudes numerous times. Yeah. Not even like once or twice.
Detroit's not making the playoffs those years without Calvin.
And that's why he retired. If he had success, I don't think he would have retired. But he's dealing with fuckboy quarterbacks.
And not for nothing. No. You know what? Here, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said earlier. You know how you said Peyton works in every system, regardless of the quarterback?
Right.
Think about a man like Matt Stafford, who's had, 5 different head coaches at this point, 6 different offensive coordinators, maybe 7 or different offensive coordinators. How many different schemes this man has to learn? You do that to someone coming out of college, of course they're going to get lost. We may never know what Matt Stafford could have been. Unfortunately,
Agreed.
Detroit got him. Agreed. I think you put Stafford with Belichick. Is he going to be great anywhere else? You put him with a guru like Belichick?
That
may be a different story.
That's a good question.
But again, that's why Calvin Johnson retired so early.
Right.
Because shitty situation in Detroit. Detroit don't know how to build winners.
Larry Fitzgerald was on my list too.
Oh, the Fitz.
Who gets 1,000 yards if I'm throwing him the ball.
Larry is on most people's teams on Madden with a forced trade. I'll tell you that much right now.
True professional, man.
Okay?
True professional.
I really felt for the Cardinals when they lost to Pittsburgh in 2000 and, what was that, 2009.
What a great Super Bowl. What a great Super Bowl.
Cardinals.
What a great Super Bowl. Yeah. Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, my God.
Santonio Holmes. Shipto. Enzo. Oh. I saw Santonio Holmes in the airport.
What a dick.
In Cabo. He wasn't a dick. He had this bad motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead. This is beyond sports.
All right. Tight end. Who you got?
All right. Okay. All right. Here's where it gets tricky, man.
Ooh.
All right.
Tricky.
I got 3 of my tops. I got four tops.
Ooh,
all right?
Ooh, 4.
My favorite, my number 1 is Tony Gonzalez.
Okay.
All right.
I feel you.
For all intents and purposes, he's the best one. He has 15,127 receiving yards and 111 touchdowns. Tony Gonzalez is a 14-time Pro Bowler, 6-time first team All-Pro, which really is the thing that matters.
Mm-hmm.
All right. the all-decade team in the 2000s. All right, he's ridiculous.
He was.
He's ridiculous.
Unfortunately,
Tony Gonzalez only won one playoff game.
Never been to the Super Bowl.
Never been to the Super Bowl.
Should have been.
Plenty of times. Should have been. Is
that
his fault?
No,
I don't think so.
No, not his fault.
I don't think so. That's one of the guys where he did everything the way he could block.
That man stayed loyal to Kansas City as long as he could.
Yeah.
And even when he went to Atlanta and found himself in a decent offensive situation,
still couldn't win.
Not his fault. Okay? Not his fault. But
hold on,
that's a good one.
I got Shannon Sharp.
Ooh, Shannon.
Who is a Super Bowl winner.
Yes, he is.
Two-time Super Bowl winner. All right. He has 62 touchdowns and 10,000 yards, which is a far cry from Tony Gonzalez's stats. But, you know, it is what it is. I got my boy, Rob Gronkowski. The Gronk. The Gronk is one of the most unguardable forces on planet Earth when he's healthy. But he's never healthy. So I can't really get. But he does have 79 touchdowns.
Yes, he does. He does.
His yards ain't never going to be there.
No.
Because he's never playing.
No.
You know, so I got to crack him off the list. And it hates me to say this.
Put him in the runner-up. Quick.
Yeah.
Put him in the runner-up.
I hate me to say this, yo. I hate me to say this.
Oh, my God.
Jason Witten.
Yeah.
I got nothing but respect for that man, son. I got nothing but respect for him.
You got two of mine.
This dude got his helmet knocked off and kept on bloody nose. Kept on running like it was nothing.
Hold up. I got one better for you.
What?
Do you recall? I think it was the last year the Giants won the Super Bowl, which was the season of 2011. Okay? This man had torn ligaments
in his hands.
Right?
Yeah.
And was playing.
I gotta give it to him, man.
That's old school.
I gotta give it to him.
That's old school.
He's a horrible announcer. You're a horrible announcer,
Yes.
But you are a hell of a football player.
Why is it him and Aikman a horrible announcer?
I don't think so.
I don't like
People
Aikman.
don't like Aikman. I don't understand why not.
I don't like
They
Aikman.
say he's biased. I don't think he's biased at all.
He is.
He tells the truth.
No.
I don't know why.
Between him and Phil Sims, I can't stand Phil Sims.
Phil Sims is a fucking idiot.
He is.
He has what do you call that? What's that shit they get when they get too many concussions?
CTE.
He has seats. Somebody check him.
But Aikman had concussions too. That's why he got.
Yeah. LeVar Arrington ended that career. Let's go.
All right, so I like your list. I got Witten. I got Gonzalez too. Okay. Tony Gonzalez, Latino.
That's right.
There aren't enough of them in the NFL.
Nah, not enough.
He represented.
Not enough.
For many years.
Too busy kicking the soccer ball.
That's a low blow.
That is a low blow.
You're right. I can't argue it. Okay.
Go ahead.
I got my man. Like I said, this is from my era. I got 8 years on you. Mark Bavaro.
From the Jets?
The Giants.
The Giants.
Played on the Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles.
See, I don't even know who.
This man
I don't even know anymore.
ran over everybody.
Okay.
This man bullied everybody. This man was Rob Gronkowski before Rob Gronkowski was a thought in his daddy's Johnson.
I'm going to have to look at that up.
You're going to have to look that up.
Okay.
Google Mark Bavaro. That man was a mean motherfucker.
Is he your GOAT or is he just on the list?
No, he's a GOAT to me.
Okay.
Okay? And that may be partial bias because he helped the Giants win the Super Bowl in '86. But guess what? To me, he's still one of the greatest. Okay. So, I got to disagree with you about Rob because of the injuries.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm not going to argue.
And I don't see him working in another system. To me, Gronkowski in another system kind of reminds me of the dude that used to be with New Orleans. He's over in Seattle now. Jimmy
Graham?
Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is a big receiver. He's not a tight end. Okay?
Gronkowski blocks.
Gronkowski got the fucking goddamn cast on his arm for the last 3-4 years.
But Bill Belichick sees this and uses him the way he's supposed to be used.
But again, it's the system.
But if he was in another, Rob Gronkowski is like 6'4", 265. It's not like he's a small, frail body dude.
No.
He can block if he wanted to, but Bill Belichick is like, fuck it. Why do it? Because he's a genius.
Okay. But to me, this is why I'm keeping him off the GOAT list.
Okay. No problem. So who's your
With
other
the
guy?
exception of the Seattle Super Bowl, he hasn't been a factor in any of their victories. So, the other person I have as not a GOAT, Jay Novacek of the Dallas Cowboys. To me, he was overrated. He benefited from the system he was in the 90s. You got Michael Irvin, you got Emmitt Smith, you got Troy Aikman. You had a myriad of weapons on Dallas in the 90s. Jay Novacek, I'm sorry. I'm not buying it.
You definitely not in my fucking top 9, top 10. I got Chris Cooley over you, my nigga.
Ooh!
Cooley!
That's a good one.
Fucks for Cooley, son. Fucks for Cooley. So, all right. We going for the defensive line. Now, we're probably going to have a difference because of our age.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, I just looked over. I cheated and looked over.
You looked over my sheet.
Right? I forgot about Bruce Smith.
Yes.
I forgot about Bruce Smith. But I have an ought against Bruce Smith. Fuck Bruce Smith. All right? Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Bruce Smith.
Did he hear Ripkin?
What? No. Bruce Smith, remember, was a Washington Redskin.
At the end.
But he came just to get a paycheck and to get some kind of record. Fuck you, Bruce Smith. I don't like you. But you was a nasty dude. You were nice. You was nice. But still, you weren't better than these two players I'm about to mention.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hold on. Before you continue.
Go ahead.
I'm going to amend my quarterback, not GOAT, runner-up Jim Kelly, for taking 4 teams 4 years in a row to the Super Bowl. Yes, they lost, but going to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row counts for something. Plus, he had that tremendous... No, that was Frank Wright. Check that. But still, Jim Kelly, honorable mention.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So I know what you want to say with this defensive end situation. All right.
Defensive line. Just
defensive
line.
Tackle
and
I separated it.
Okay.
I separated it. Defensive end. Okay. The best defensive end I've ever seen is my boy JJ. Okay. My boy JJ is unbelievable. He takes 2-3 people, slaps them out the way.
Yes, he does.
You know, he gets after the quarterback. He's been hurt the past couple of years. This year was a good year.
It was a good year for him.
He still had 16 sacks or some crazy nonsense.
3 on Eli alone in one game.
The boy is unbelievable.
He is.
He has a career. Keep in mind, he was drafted in 2011 draft. All right. He has a career 92 fucking sacks. All right. Did you know, one quick little thing, the Redskins traded down. They could have had J.J. Watt. You know, we picked Ryan Kerrigan. I'm not mad at you, Ryan Kerrigan. Ryan Kerrigan is good for 10 sacks every year and 16 games. I'm fine with Ryan Kerrigan. But we could have had fucking J.J. Watt.
Look.
We could have had fucking J.J. Watt.
If I could go over the list of players the Giants passed up during the Jerry Reese administration.
Well, Jerry Reese is a moron.
He is.
But the second guy, I know who you, like I said, I know who you going to pick.
Okay.
You're going to pick my boy Reggie White. Reggie White has career sacks. I just said this guy had 92, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reggie White has 198. You pretty much got the title, my guy. You pretty much got the title.
He does.
But it's 15 years.
It's 15 years. It's 15 years in 2 cities, though. Philly and Green Bay.
Right.
And has a ring with Green Bay.
Yeah. He's ridiculous.
Okay?
He's ridiculous.
Unfortunately, we all know Reggie passed before his time was up.
Right.
But we can't change history. He still is the GOAT to me. One of the GOATs. Okay?
Right.
Me? As you said, you cheated. I got Bruce Smith.
Right.
Bruce Smith was a mean motherfucker. Especially on those years, Buffalo Bills going to 4 straight Super Bowls like I just mentioned. The man was everywhere. The man kind of reinvented the defensive end position like someone else reinvented the linebacker position. We'll get into that in a minute. I know he don't like the fact that
y'all know what's coming.
We know what's coming, but we are on the defensive line right now.
You didn't know what was coming.
Okay, yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that. And I got 2 more guys on my list.
All right.
I got Charles Haley.
That's right.
Charles Haley.
Let's go.
Of the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go.
Then the Dallas Cowboys. And then back to San Francisco.
What does he have? 7 Super Bowl championships or what?
He's got 5 rings.
5 rings?
He's got 2 with San Fran, 2 with Dallas, and then that final one with San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay?
Madman.
Dude
one of the best
30
30s you'll ever see.
Real.
One of the best 30s you'll ever see.
And of course, I gotta be a little biased, but I dare someone to challenge this. Michael Strahan. And before anyone mentions that Brett Favre laid down for that last record-setting sack. He did.
He did.
Yes, he did.
He did.
But it's in the books as a sack.
No doubt.
22 and a half.
Tom Brady laid down for many a sack.
Yes, he did. But Michael Strahan.
He was a beast.
He was a beast, and he did something in his 30s that most guys at that position can't do. He was still rushing the passer without an issue. How many 30-plus-year-old defensive ends do that?
Not many, man.
Michael Strahan's the real deal.
Reggie White, that's about it.
Reggie White didn't carry around the weight, or I should say Michael Strahan didn't carry around the weight that Reggie did.
Right.
Reggie has the record. Michael, to me, did it at an age where most motherfuckers should be slowing down. And is one of the premier reasons, not the only reason, but the premier reason that the Giants beat the Patriots in 2008.
Plus his leadership.
That's my point.
Let me tell you, Michael Strahan's 30 for 30 is probably my top 3
if you ain't seen it,
30 for 30 of all time.
Go Google that shit. Go on the Fire Stick. Go Kodi or whatever you got. Go watch that.
Every time it's on, I watch it.
Okay? The fact that man could stare at the offensive line in Super Bowl 42 and say, we going down the field. 17-14 the final. You believe it, it'll happen. For a defensive end to talk to 5 men.
Yeah.
And they got it done.
He's a leader.
Not to mention Eli did get out of that. He should have been sacked, but he didn't.
That was one of the best plays I've ever
Okay,
seen.
for all y'all who say Eli can't scramble, he scrambled the shit out of himself that day.
I was praying he got sacked.
I know you were.
I was hating.
You hate the Giants. So
hate them.
You
all right.
Fan. All right.
So we got linebackers.
Linebackers.
You didn't separate them, right? Outside and inside.
I just joined them. I just said linebackers.
So let's get your list.
Okay.
All right. Let's not do the obvious one.
Okay, the obvious one is gonna come after everything is said and done. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll do.
You know what?
Everybody else.
No.
I'll do everybody else. We'll leave the obvious for the last. You do everyone else. We'll leave the obvious for the last. Okay, We'll do that together.
No problem.
All right. Henny's kicking in if y'all ain't guessed that. Ray Lewis, Baltimore Ravens. Ray, one of the nastiest motherfuckers I ever seen play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Ray reinvented the middle linebacker. I don't care what anybody says about any charges or whatever, because guess what? The man was acquitted. He was acquitted, right?
Yes,
he was acquitted.
Yes, he was.
Okay. But on the field of play, there was no one like him.
He was a monster.
Unmatched. You take the entire history of the NFL. You can talk Dick Butkus. You can talk Kevin Green up your ass. I'll take Ray Lewis at middle linebacker any day of the week. Ray's the man. And he always will be. I ain't going to try to mimic his little walk on the field stance because I'll fuck it up. I'll hurt myself doing that.
Let's go.
All right. Now, I also got, rest in peace, Junior Seau. Not Junior Seau when he was with the Patriots. Because to me, Junior Seau was just riding on other people's coattails at that point. Junior Seau with the San Diego Chargers.
San Diego.
San Diego. Junior Seau was the man for 10 plus years in San Diego. May he rest in peace. That man was, for the linebacker position, what the ultimate linebacker was.
Yeah, which is why he had the CTE.
He has the CTE, and unfortunately he's no longer with us. But Junior Seau, you say his name, that's just respect.
Respect, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm a video gamer. And when I bought any Madden game, I force traded Junior Seau to the Giants. Every fucking time.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Because it would never happen. Well, no, just the obvious.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I separated it into two different categories.
Okay.
Outside linebacker and inside linebacker.
Let's do it.
All right. So outside linebacker, I got T Sizzle. All right.
Ooh.
T Sizzle. I remember when I watched T Sizzle. I'm getting old. All right. Because I watched T Sizzle play for Arizona State, and it was a fucking mom. I was like, who the fuck
you
is
ain't even 40 yet. You can't get to, you can't.
I am, because I'm seeing guys like Cliff Kingsbury become head coaches. I watch Cliff Kingsbury in fucking Texas Tech. I can't wait till Major Applewhite becomes a head coach. That's my guy. I fuck with Major Applewhite. But anyway, we get off topic. So I watched T Sizzle. I said, who the fuck is this predator looking motherfucker from Arizona State? You know, I watched him there. I was like, oh, he's nice.
Yeah.
And then he went to the perfect team and destroyed from day number one. He was ridiculous, and he still to this day is ridiculous. I fucks with him heavy. Derek Thomas,
Rest in
a
peace.
person whose career was ended way too short.
Way too short.
I remember when I first started watching football. It was a Monday night football game. It was raining cats and dogs. And I'm like, let me just watch this game. And it was Kansas City versus somebody. And this dude was totally unblockable. No, they had 2, 3 people all over him.
When you get compared to the ultimate GOAT at that position,
right,
you know you had something special.
Let's just go ahead and say that dude.
Hold on. No.
No, all right.
Continue on Derek.
All right. So Derek Thomas, you know, a fucking animal whose career was ended way too early.
Way too early.
Like my man who's going to come up later on, you know. All right, inside linebacker, all right. I have Ray, of course.
Yes.
I have Derek Thomas from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who was an absolute animal. All right, and you put me on this, all right. Now, I've always kind of felt this way, but I didn't think I had an argument until I went and looked at the stats.
And this is my runner-up, by the way.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, all right, somebody played in the league from 1995 to 2008 and has 1,700
with excellence
and 10 tackles. 1,710. All right?
Hold on. How many sacks?
Hold on. 1,710 tackles, okay? Then I'm going to tell you another guy played from 1996 to 2012 and has 2,055 sacks. All right? Then I'm going to tell you that another guy played from 1998 to 2013 and has 2,031 tackles. All right? Now, all very impressive numbers. I'm sure you're going to say the 2000s are the ones that should keep going on. Okay? Well, let me ask you something. You think Derek Brooks belongs to the Hall of Fame?
Derek Brooks?
Yeah. Or is he a fringe Hall of Famer?
He's a fringe Hall of Famer.
Okay.
If Tampa Bay doesn't win the Super Bowl in 2002, I don't think you remember Derek Brooks like that.
All right. Derek Brooks has 25 interceptions. The guy I'm talking about has 23. The guy I'm talking about is 5'10". My man, London B. Fletcher. All right? The man, son. He went on give him props. My man London Fletcher led the league in tackles for so many years, even over your boy Ray, the murderer. You know what I'm saying? He came from little Carroll College in Cleveland. London Fletcher is a football player. Now, I'm not going to say he's the GOAT, no, but I'm saying he deserves to get his props. Go ahead, London. Best free agent signing we ever had. Go ahead, do your thing,
and baby. The worst nightmare the Giants ever faced.
Let's do it.
As a matter of fact, any team in the NFC East ever faced.
Yeah, he was a problem. He was a problem.
Big time. So, the obvious all-time GOAT has got to be
Lawrence Taylor.
LT.
Lawrence Taylor. I've never seen Lawrence Taylor play a game.
Loved every minute of it.
But I've watched highlights. I went back and watched games.
Mm-hmm. I know you watched that clip where he hit Joe Theismann.
I've seen the clip a million times. Fuck you, Lawrence Taylor. You know what's funny is that Alex Smith broke his leg with
the same exact day.
You know, 30
and now
years
his
later,
career may be over
and
too.
now his career is fucking done. Whatever. But whatever the case may be, Lawrence Taylor. You know, when people can say that they game planned for you and that you reinvented how the game was played.
Double teamed in the prime of his career.
Didn't work
on almost every play, and it still didn't work. Oh my God.
You're the best. God. You're the best.
And you know what?
And you're on crack. Let's not forget that.
He is.
You're on crack.
Crack.
You know.
Cocaine.
So, you know, he probably
maybe meth these days.
Who knows?
Who knows? But you know what? When that man was on the field, there was no one better.
It was a monster.
Okay.
Funniest part of Waterboy was when the Waterboy was speaking, and then he said, first lesson, say no to crack. That's fucking hilarious. All right, so we get into safety now, okay?
I pulled it all to defensive back.
Go ahead. All right, okay. You pulled it on defensive back. Go ahead. Okay. I didn't.
Again, because I got 8 years on him, I had the privilege of watching the San Francisco 49ers in their peak years.
Right.
Ronnie Lott. No one did it better than Ronnie. Ronnie 9-finger Lott.
Yeah. Took his finger off during the game.
Dude, for real.
Tough guy.
Ed Reed, Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
I'm not even counting Ed Reed when he signed with the Jets because that was a shell of a man.
That don't even count.
That don't count. Okay.
Count that.
And he just did it as a favor to fucking
Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan. Thank you. Troy Polamalu.
Troy, here.
Okay. First of all, this is the first player I ever seen time something so perfectly that he sacked the quarterback a split second after the ball was snapped.
You saw that shit?
Not once.
Did you see that?
But twice.
Yeah. He was ridiculous when it came to that. He was nasty.
He was.
The reason why. Now, once again, I don't remember Ronnie Lott playing. So
yeah.
I've only heard the stories or whatever. I've never looked him up or whatever. When I started watching football, Steve Atwater was the guy.
Okay.
And Steve Atwater was a fucking monster. He was a monster.
He was.
I gotta say, this is my position. This is the position that I wish I could have played.
Mm-hmm.
Safety. It's the most vicious position you can be in.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
And I pay attention to safeties. All right. Steve Atwater was my guy. To say he's a GOAT, I can't say that because there's two guys I know who are better than him, which is those two guys you named. Now, I don't know who is better, Troy or... Because one of them was a physical guy, which is Troy, and the other one was a ball hawk, which was my man Ed from the U. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. What I do know...
Hold on. Is that the U before the turnover chain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
is
the U when it meant something.
It's the national championship U. All right. What I do know is that my boy could have surpassed everybody, but he got shot in the fucking leg. My boy S. Taylor, respected by everyone, Had T.O. scared to catch the ball. Scared. Hall of Famer. Shook-defied to catch the ball because he ain't want that smoke. All right? I begged Lord for the Redskins to draft Sean Taylor, and he got killed, which is the Redskin way. Cheers to y'all.
Sean Taylor, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Sean. But I think he could have been the greatest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. He was on the field when Tiki Barber ran for 200 yards twice in a season. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiki a bitch.
Tiki Barber.
Tiki a bitch.
But he killed us both those games.
Guess what Tiki don't have?
A ring.
There you go.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because why? Because he's a bitch.
But Troy and Ed are my dudes. And for my cornerback, I saw, you know, Dion is the best that I've seen.
Ooh.
But I'm going to have to, because I didn't see too much of him, I'm going to have to say my boy Champ.
Champ Bailey.
That's a good Champ.
One. That's a good one. Okay. I'm going to tell you why I disagree with Dion.
Okay.
Dion didn't like to get hit, and Dion didn't like to hit.
Okay.
Dion wanted to catch. Dion liked to score. Don't get me wrong. Dion played defense where he could time the quarterback's throw and pick off motherfuckers like it was no one business. And he did it good. He did it well. You could argue he's one of the GOATs. Here's my argument why. Because he couldn't get hit. Because he didn't want to take a hit. Because he didn't want to hit no one else. He didn't like the physicality of the game. This is a man who entered the league like Bo Jackson and split his time initially between football and baseball. And he wanted both checks. Respect, the man could do it both. Just like Bo. Not as good as Bo, but he did it well like Bo.
Bo was 3 times his size.
Yeah, and Bo could really hammer it out the park like Dion couldn't. But Dion could play. And Dion played outfield like no one's fucking business. He chased down fly balls like it was nothing. But when it came to football, he didn't like the physicality. To me, that keeps him off my list.
Oh, wow. So who is on your list? If Dion is not on your list, who the fuck is on your list?
I told you. Ronnie, Ed, and Troy.
But
I put them all in D-backs.
So you don't have a cornerback that was on your list?
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you who I have as honorable mention.
Who?
And it may be a little biased. And people may not agree with this. And you know what? If you don't agree with it, eat a dick. Jason Sehorn. Former Giant.
Well, I guess a dick I'll be eating. Because fuck Jason Sehorn. He got beat by Kadri Ismail. Who's trash.
He did.
Are you serious? How the fuck is he on your list?
That's why I said honorable mention.
Oh my God, son. Go answer the door. I'm going to talk for 1 second. Go ahead.
Hold on. Answer the door.
Oh my God. So how could you pick Jason Sehorn out of anybody? Jesus.
All right. No, thank you.
Who was that? What the fuck is that?
Are you fucking kidding me? Verizon trying to fucking solicit. Verizon.
Yo,
They fucking ring the butt. That was a fucking police ring. Wasn't that a police ring?
Son, Dave just straight disrespecting this girl.
Dude.
Like, yo,
Really, we trying to film a fucking show here.
Son, that was fucked up.
I don't give a fuck.
But if we're gonna lump them together,
Okay.
DBs, then Charles Woodson is the GOAT.
Ooh, Charles Woodson. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Charles Woodson is the GOAT.
Yeah.
If you're gonna lump them in together,
Yeah.
we gotta.
I'll give you that
Woodson,
one.
son.
I'll give you that one.
Charles Woodson.
Respect.
That dude is the man.
Yes,
son.
he is. Okay. So, let us know if you agree or don't agree with any of our GOAT picks. Or if you don't agree with the people we said ain't GOATs. There's a comment section. Comment!
All right. Time for zeros and heroes.
Ooh, boy.
All right. I'm going to get into my zero right now.
Yeah.
My zero is the New York Knicks fan base, which really isn't really a fan base.
No.
I've been to plenty of New York Knicks games, and I know that it's mostly for show.
With the exception of Spike, everybody up there,
Yeah, everybody. No. It's more. Woody Allen, Spike, the fucking guy from The Sopranos. Not Pussy.
No, not Pussy.
No. It's not Pussy. It's the other guy. The fucking It is Pussy. No, not Pussy.
Not Pussy.
The fucking Bobby Safarino, whatever the fuck his name is. Him. Besides those three and Woody Allen, like I said Woody Allen.
And of course whoever in the nosebleed.
Yeah, but and the people in the bleachers. It's all a fucking show. These fucking fuckboys and girls were cheering for James Harden at the end of the game to keep dropping more points. I've seen this before. When Kobe did it, I saw it, which was the worst week in Knicks history, by the way, in my opinion.
In your opinion.
All right?
It was.
I've seen it. It was fucking horrible. You know, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're supposed to be a Knicks fans.
They ain't no Knicks fans.
If anything, somebody's supposed to run on the court and punch James Harden in the face to let the team know that we don't accept this bullshit. You know, the next time I go to a game and if I see some shit like that, I'm going to be the sacrificial lamb.
I got to feel you on this one because I don't know if you remember this. Because, again, the 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
But as a Chicago Bulls fan, and of course someone who was born in 73,
the 55 points.
I had the privilege of watching MJ. And when he came back,
the 55 points.
The 55 points.
One of the earliest memories of my life.
55 points against the New York Knicks in 1995. And not even hitting the game winner, dishing off to Luke Longley for the game winner. But 55 points, and guess what the Knicks fans did? They booed. They booed like you're supposed to.
Like you're supposed to. And I was all for it. Said, fuck this nigga.
They go that word again.
Well, I'm sorry.
Mags.
With the N. I'm sorry with the
I ain't condoning it.
Yeah, I'm sorry with the N word.
But again, if you comment,
whatever,
and DW responds, I'ma laugh.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but that's exactly what I did say. You know, I was like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Michael Jordan. I can't stand that motherfucker. But whatever. But yeah, you couldn't
get past it. You could keep Olajuwon either.
It's Michael Jordan that I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with Hakeem the Dream. I have a problem with Michael Jordan.
Hakeem was a man, though. Hakeem was a man.
Who's your zero?
Okay. My zero are the NFL officials who robbed the New Orleans Saints of the chance to go to the Super Bowl. Robbed true NFL fans of the opportunity to watch two legends, Brady versus Breeze,
B&B,
to finally settle who would win it all head to head when it mattered.
Yeah.
And the fact that I had to throw up a picture showing that the ref was right on top of that play shows why there's gotta be, I hate to use the C word, some conspiracy for not calling shit when it's obvious. I'm gonna tell you something, and you may not agree with it. I don't care if you don't agree with it. That's what we here for.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck
the
about
NFL
if you agree with it.
Needs to start looking at the NBA as a model. The way the NBA, the last 2 minutes of the game, anything is reviewable. And the way you can avoid controversy is the call to review it has to come from New York. Not the officials on the field, not a challenge flag from the coach. The New York office who is watching the game at the same exact time.
Is that a new policy?
No. I'm saying if they're going to correct.
Is that a new policy to the NBA?
NBA been doing it for the last couple of years. Last couple of years. And it's worked.
Because I remember watching in college, Sacramento play the fucking LA Lakers. And me looking at the game and saying, these motherfuckers are getting robbed.
You talking about the 2002 Western Championship?
No. It was a couple of years. It was back to back. I was like, these motherfuckers are clearly getting robbed.
It was never more obvious than 2002.
Like, goddamn. Yo, this is crazy. I'm looking at somebody who got paid. And
yes.
Clearly he did.
Yes, he
clearly
did.
He admitted it. He admitted it.
Yeah, he did.
But it was obvious. If you was looking at it, it was obvious.
I'll tell you something, man. I don't care who you gotta pay, what you gotta do. You gotta get younger cats in these games. They gotta wear fucking bifocals, trifocals, quadruple focals. I don't give a fuck. Make sure they seeing the shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck you looking at?
That was some bullshit.
That sideline judge should never work another game in the NFL as long as he live.
All right. So who's your hero?
All right. My hero, and it may be low key, but I'm gonna give my hero to the city of New Orleans for not rioting and tearing up the fuck out of the city like they should have been. You get robbed of the chance to go to the Super Bowl, and you don't riot?
Yeah, good job.
Good job. Lord. Good job. The New Orleans citizen.
And we're not making fun of you. This is
serious.
This is
because you got seriously robbed.
You got jerked.
You look at other franchises.
Every reason to it.
Every reason. You have people that win championships for the first time in their known history, and the entire city runs amok and tears itself apart.
Yeah. We went to Maryland, Morgan State University, band, Maine. You know what I'm talking about. We went to Maryland when they won the championship in the 2000s.
Yep.
And it was riots all over the place.
Yes,
it was beautiful.
But it was wrong. Because you destroyed your city.
Yeah.
New Orleans, I give you props. You're doing it the right way. Billboards ain't going to do shit. But you know what? You venting the right way. I give you respect. What you got on your list?
Like I said, my hero is John Wall. You know, in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna come after John Wall. But today, you get a pass. Okay. You get a pass, my guy. He gave 100 grocery certificates, gift cards for Giant to furloughed federal employees. I have to give it to you. That was a nice thing to do. I'm gonna give it to you. In a couple of weeks, I'm about to give it to you even more. You know, I'm about to. I'm coming after you next.
Wait, hold on. Let's give him a golf clap now. Because in a couple weeks,
I'm coming after you.
John Wall getting the LD.
Your team continuously wins with you on the sidelines. I'm gonna come give it to you, son. They want you to be a Knick. If you come to New York, I'm gonna get somebody after you. So I'm just telling you right now. They putting weed inside your drink. I'm just telling you. Don't come here.
All right. Who your zero?
Huh? I just told you. The Knicks. Knicks fans.
Oh yeah, you right.
Yeah.
See, the Henny doing shit.
The Henny's fucking up.
Okay. Hold up. One quick thing. Last week we talked about, well, I said that the Jabari Parker to the Knicks for Enes Kanter was not going to happen. Well, guess what came across the fucking wire just a few days ago? They still trying to get it done, but they need a third team to get involved.
Please, Lord.
Look, I can't even get over the fact that the Bulls gave Jabari Parker $20 million a year for 2 years. Okay, the second year is a team option. Fine. So it's $20 million for 1 year. You still gave a bum $20 million.
Wait a second. You telling me we can get Jabari Parker and get rid of him after that year?
You could.
Well, you know what? I'm fine with the trade.
But
now.
Guess what? It's Enes Kanter's last year on his contract.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So it don't fucking matter as far as clearing cap space.
Yeah, well, we need something else. You need to give us a second rounder or something.
I ain't giving you shit.
Yeah.
Look, we trying to tank just as much as the fucking Knicks. And for some reason, Chicago ain't gotten the word. Because in the fucking race for Zion or RJ Barrett, whoever you going for, guess what? Chicago is fourth. You got Cleveland, you got Phoenix, you got the Knicks, and then you got Chicago.
And we continue to lose games on the most ridiculous situations. Like somebody said, it's the infinity gauntlet of losses. We lose from a fucking turnover. We lose from a fucking goaltend situation. We lose after any situation. We we up by 15 with 20 seconds left and somehow lose on that situation.
And you know what? Other James Harden shit is all fine and good, but let's just not forget that the Knicks had the lead at the half.
We had the lead going. We had the lead going into the last
quarter.
Like no, not the quarter.
No.
We had the lead going into like the last couple of minutes.
Okay.
And we still lost. Let me tell you something. If the Knicks get that pick, they're gonna draft some fucking guy from Uzbekistan who nobody ever heard of and say, "Oh, he's the next one."
Oh, I want to make a footnote on last week when we were talking about fundamentals. Okay, when Rookie of the Year is selected and Luka Doncic is selected as Rookie of the Year, guess what it's going to be for? Fundamentals.
Well, Doc will tell you it's because it's racism, but it isn't. It isn't. It's fundamentals. It's doing your job.
It is doing your job.
It's doing your job.
The man does shit that no rookie right now is doing.
He played in the same team that the Rookie of the Year last year was playing, and are they now winning games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who would that be?
Yeah. Your boy, fucking the dude from North Carolina. I forget his name. Smith Jr.
So, on that note, the NFL needs to correct some shit. The NBA, guess what? We passed the halfway point, and the Lakers are right now number 9 in the league. Chicago and New York.
We didn't think they were going to make the playoffs.
Playoffs?
We didn't think they were going to make the playoffs.
Playoffs? You talking about playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Right. Ain't no playoffs for either Chicago or New York. By the way, if you're a free agent, you'd rather go to Brooklyn than the Knicks right now.
Go to Brooklyn.
Okay? Brooklyn for real. 8-2 in their last 10 games. For real, Brooklyn. By the way, don't forget what I said. We're going to be doing this shit from Brooklyn soon day. No Mag, doubt. Make yourself available because we're going to let you know when we come to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I
live in Brooklyn, but I will never be a Brooklyn Nets fan. I live a mile and a half away from the stadium.
I don't know how you could be a Brooklyn Nets fan when the Nets are only in Brooklyn for what, 4 or 5 years now?
Oh, there's people that are ridiculous who have completely converted over.
Sellouts!
Hoe-ass motherfuckers.
Look, I'm going to tell you this.
Magnanimous!
I'm going to tell you this right now.
You're one of them.
Mag? You went to the dark side?
Went to the dark side, son.
You know what? I can't complain because guess what? I used to be a Met fan and I went to the Yankees. That's right. DW walked off. He walked off.
I gotta walk off, son. I gotta walk off. Dude.
Get the fuck back here. We gotta sign off.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I got tired of the bullshit in Queens. I got tired of the losing. I got tired of the bad off seasons. And I just said, fuck it. I live in the Bronx. I'm a root for the board for the Bronx.
We an hour and 8 minutes in.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
But guess what?
All right, people.
This is it. He's Dave.
And he's Dave.
And this is Sports Rant. See you next week, baby.
Blow.
Peace.
Peace.